Alrighty, tape is rolling, boys and girls. Getting ready to go live on the radio.
You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other better frickin' place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. And let's swing the camera around for giggles and grins and show them all the other stuff they never see behind the scenes here on the set. This is what usually goes on behind the camera. Most people don't see this every day.
Yeah, a little bit of PvP in the background. I mean, we've also got the King and Queen in
King
attendance.
and Queen visiting on the set. They were supposed to go back to the green room, but apparently they didn't get the memo.
No, they're just like coming up to inspect us, making sure that we're doing everything we need to do.
You know, checking out the Laz and Jack show. You know, they've been told throughout the lands of the show. You know, they've heard it on their ether vibration amplifiers. What can we say? Thank you. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Today is Friday, July 14th, 2017, right here inside Shroud Avatar. And, of course, we got the weekend coming up. Of course, you can see the boys and girls are already having fun in the background, having a little PvP back out there. And there's a little GM challenge, as it may be, for those of you folks who don't tune in regularly. A couple of our regular developers hang out here and flag PvP. And if you're brave enough to come try and take them on, well, this is what happens. And of course,
have you seen what List is wearing today?
I've noticed quite a few things as we were getting started today.
Nice.
So we'll slowly get into that. Of course, wanted to just remind everybody that don't forget, you can come on in and join on in the chat here in Discord. Come in and talk to us about what we're talking about. Voice your opinion, or just come on in and say hello. You can go to NBNN.info. Click on the Discord app link there. Come right on in and join us. If you don't have the Discord app, go to the web. Go to discord.me/NBNN. It'll bring you right on in, but we suggest you get the app. Or you can come up here in Owl's Head and join in and watch the shenanigans and
hang out.
Challenge a GM to a duel or a fight to the death. So come on down, join us while we have some fun and take a trip through today's news and shenanigans, as that may be. So let's talk about attire for starters.
Yeah, you need to inspect List Rostov. Go ahead and bring up the Examine, just because he's wearing something spiffy.
Yeah, look at that. I always got to do it both ways, though. You know me. I got to come on down and get that really close view. but very, very sparkly.
No,
Not
very, very
sparkly.
colorful.
Is it colorful?
But yeah, but at the same time, it's something that you can't get yet.
Now,
He's wearing
the
new Elven
Ar-
Archer
yeah.
stuff.
And is that
So-
bouquet of roses? What has he got in his hand there? Or is that...
Well, are you referring to the quiver of arrows on his thigh?
Is that what that is? Okay.
Well, if you look at it, that's a quiver of arrows.
Well, I'm not looking at it from this perspective. Let me see. Ah, yes. I was looking on the paper doll. It looked like it was holding a bunch of roses.
You know you can rotate the paper doll around,
I
right?
did, and from this vantage, it doesn't look like it does when I sit there and zoom in straight up. Anyway,
just because the paper doll and the actual character, the arrows are pointing in different directions.
Well, when I look at the actual character, I can actually see it. You know, the paper doll is this little thing on my screen about this big. You know.
Okay.
Actually, it's about that big because it's on a 32-inch screen. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm old.
He is
I'm
wearing
blind.
the
I can't
brand
see
new
that
Elven
stuff.
Archer gear.
Yes.
Which is fantabulous. If you notice the Elven Archer hood, the Elven Archer female tunic, the Archer leggings, as well as the Archer bracers, that's a damn looking good set of armor.
I don't know. I mean, if you're into that.
I like it. That's all that matters, right?
Well, I know somebody who's going to really love it, but that's beside the point.
Well, I mean, I know someone that's going to be like, ooh, clothing, and then she's going to be like, ooh, boots.
Squee!
Boots. Yeah, and all the way down. Today? Well, Arius is probably asleep.
Well, Arius will probably be
last
screaming
night.
about the boots, too, but...
Morning, Scrota.
Oh, he's been floating around here.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yellow.
Moving right along.
Well, we do have a couple of stand-ups for everybody.
Yes, Chaos got caught up on his stand-ups. There's a lot of
yes,
stand-ups, a lot of repetitive stuff. I don't think we're going to go through every day, unless you insist. I don't think.
Thursday and Friday?
Well, don't forget we have another article to cover as well. So.
Yeah, but I don't think that article will take very long to cover.
No, yeah, I think you're right there. And then I got a couple little topics coming in off the forums that I drop in there. So for those of you guys who are interested in those right there in Discord, you can check them out. And of course, if you want to know what's in Discord, you got to come on in here and see it. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Some of that stuff we just can't show you, folks.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
okay,
Thursday.
So we Thursday. We
What
do
we're
end
doing?
up with lots of information. So don't forget stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today, something random gets written down, and we get to interpret what they said.
And you get to play the NBNN drinking game. Now, for
That's
those
right.
of you guys who don't know the rules, every time Jack says the word bug, of course, you'll hear me say, bug. You take a shot. Simple as that.
And if you feel like taking a shot just because, you can do that as well.
Yep, nothing's stopping you from taking shots in between either. That's right.
Nope. So
If you
yesterday,
have two characters,
Bob
you
the
can take
Builder,
a shot for each character. Cult
yeah.
of Bob. That gets a little crazy.
working on the junk ship doors and lamps.
Lamps.
He wants to make sure that he does not burn down his junk. Because when you've got the flames next to your junk, it might be a little dangerous.
Do not put sulfurous ash next to the fire, people. May be hazardous to your health.
Last thing you need to do is flames near your junk. Nope. Results in a few burned hairs. Then
few.
after that, Damon. Depends on what you have
Damon
left.
Good point.
Working on working on the Confluence visual effects and the Dread artifacts.
Dread artifacts.
Fletcher,
Fletch.
he is working on a hair bug that I don't seem to have.
Bug.
Is he working on the cure for male pattern baldness?
Hey, Bosley.
What? Yeah, I don't think I need a wig or a toupee. Don't think that's gonna help, man. Am I gonna be the guy that gets
Go visit the new U shop. Come on, man. They got those in the
embedded
real world. Hair
the
plugs.
embedded
Hair plugs.
things in my no the snap-on toupee.
The weaves.
You remember seeing that where the guy embedded the rivets in his head?
No, I didn't see. Somebody
Yeah.
actually did that shit.
Oh, yeah, that was a real person. It's probably like 10, 15 years ago. As well as Norgard citizens. Kevin, he's working on
Right.
Norgard guards.
Guards.
The almighty Gix
I
Vargas.
sell bank
Matt.
guards.
You forgot a few things. Rectu Rexu and
Depends on where you were and at what
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
It started out short, then became like this long, massive paragraph for some people. You know, I mean, just
Well, yeah,
depends
absolutely.
on
And
how
especially
much you
is
wanted to
they're
spam
spamming it as
everybody.
they're running
That's
down the
right.
street. Yeah. Yeah, Gix is working on pet sitting and posing a boring ass.
Posing. These posers.
Yes.
Damn posers.
He's such a poser. Such a poser.
Well, it's not as bad as being a hoser. But, yeah. I don't know. I think actually being a hoser
hoser?
is better than being a poser, right?
Well, it all depends on whether or not you've got the crap. What's the name of that beer? Some Molson Ice.
Some Molson Ice, and you're thinking too.
Yeah,
That's right.
you get your Molson Ice, eh?
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 I love
I need
this
some vinegar
shit.
with my French fries. You got the vinegar? Yeah. Eh?
Malt vinegar, eh?
Malt vinegar? Yeah.
Can't be regular vinegar.
Nope. You got to be the malted vinegar. Okay, so then Reed
Reed Rollo.
working on the clothing decorations, and next time I'm gonna get something about you're making fun of Canadians. It's
Up
like,
here
I'm
in the
from
Great
Texas.
White North, eh?
I'm
Hey,
from Texas. There's
Don't
two things we
don't
hate
make
for
us
some
go
odd reason.
Terrence and Phillip on your asses, okay? Just don't do it, all right?
Yeah, it's Californians and Canadians. I don't know. Then after that, Scotty.
Scotty Jones, the storyteller.
Work. Oh, you're laugh at this. I was invited to a birthday party in a week and a half, and I look at the address, and the next thing I started doing, dude, is that Scotty's address? So I had to go through my entire record of everything, and it's actually a couple doors down from Scotty.
Oh, well.
So I'm going to a birthday party on Scotty Street, and I wonder if he's going to be at his neighbor's birthday party.
Knowing Scotty, he probably knows all his neighbors.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why I'm kind of curious. It's like I show up to this random event on his street, hey Scotty, how's it going?
Yeah. That'll really get him wondering, going, yeah, you NBN guys are all over the place, I'll tell you.
I
Never know where
it's
we're
like
going
a
to
little
show
bit-
up. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah, and Scotty was doing some Exeter refurbishing. He's trying to keep the Mad Hermit, the mayor of Exeter, happy, as well as working on some keeps and cottages, and he is trying to produce some music for our latest DJ on WRFB
WRFB.
with some trap.
I don't get it.
You don't get it? Trap is a style of music, along with that hard style.
Ah.
What's our latest DJ do?
Oh, DJ Omen.
And like DJ Omen. I mean,
Omen.
you gotta find a way to plug his show, right?
Oh, of course.
So
I just
try and help you out, man.
just always stumble on exactly the terminology for it. So.
Oh yeah. So when he's
I always
like,
want to call it something it's not, which is really unusual because me and music, it's just not one of the genres I listen to. That's all.
Well, I don't listen to it either, but I know what it is just because I got confused by hardstyle.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well,
wait a second.
maybe that's what it is. Yeah. But anyway, I enjoy it.
Yep.
What he's playing. He's playing some pretty good stuff. So.
Yeah, over in design.
The bees.
Yep, he's working on recipes and merchants.
The bees.
Yeah, Seawolf.
Seawolf.
Him, on the other hand, working on the map review and those hallowed planes. And he's updating the forums with a post because we have to announce these things in the stand-up corner. Look, I made a post on the forums.
He's working on a forums post. Well,
I made a post on the forums. I'm putting it in the stand-up corner. Whew. Damn, that thing took forever.
Well,
Damien.
Yeah, he is. Never mind.
Damien. He's working on Blood River Outskirts side quests. Just a cue there.
Side quests.
Bugs.
Oh, I didn't hear you say bug. Sorry.
Oh,
Bug.
you were distracted.
No,
I mean,
I
you're
heard
trying
side
to prevent
quests.
people from-
Damien side quests. I didn't see bugs.
Okay,
Didn't
and
hear
bugs.
No bugs.
Dan the Man.
Dan the man, Brennan.
Working on the map review and feedback integration and Crag Mines puzzle update and elf NPCs.
Speaking of updates.
Well, I really think that they should go back and put in that quest that List wanted to put at the bottom of the Fall or the Rise, one of it, where it was reading music and playing something on. I was hoping it was going to be a bone piano, and I was hoping they're going to force you to play that song from Goonies.
But speaking of updates, literally, I don't know what's going on down in the offices lately, but I like it, first off. Update of the Avatar number 236 is already out and hit the presses. That's right. So
What?
I'm
Wait a
telling you,
second.
man. So
What the hell? It's like,
don't worry about
damn.
it. We'll get to that on
yeah,
Monday.
yeah. That's a Monday thing. That's not a Friday thing. You got to have something to talk about on Monday.
But it's like, really?
So
I don't think I've ever seen one come out during our show. That's really early.
No,
Yeah.
No clue what's going on.
I like it, though. I like it. Yeah.
They must have gotten the extra. See, today is a dozen donuts from what's that place called?
Voodoo Donuts?
No. Krispy Kreme. Their 80th anniversary, and so they're selling a dozen donuts for 80 cents. And so probably what ended up happening is someone gave them, several of them went in a line. Yeah, a lot of sugar followed by a crap ton of coffee. So that way they can.
Now, I heard tell of somebody bringing in a bucket of donuts the other day. And, of course, somebody linked the picture to Voodoo Donuts, 5-gallon bucket of donuts, so. And if you don't know what Voodoo Donuts is, these guys are out where you are. And they are legendary in the United States for making donuts, apparently.
I had the Captain Crunch
Did you?
donut. I had to have my breakfast, and it was a very nutritious, and it contained my daily allotment of sugar for the day, plus some.
Which ain't much. Yeah.
Sanyo, he's been working on some bugs.
Bug.
And Quest.
Quest.
Love direction.
Quest.
He's
which
trying to make sure
direction's the
that
Quest?
switch,
Huh?
the switch needs to go in the other direction.
Squirrel.
Lum the Mad.
Lum the Perturbed.
Yeah, yesterday he said he was working on some bugs.
Bug.
And Quest flags.
Mm-hmm.
And stealing.
Mm-hmm.
And confluence. Because we all need to come together.
We got to be more confluent. That's right.
Yeah. Not conflatulence. Confluence. To come together and not fart.
Now, is it me or did Spiff stop playing? Huh?
No, he's playing. He changed songs.
Yeah, I don't
Sorcerer
hear
Steve.
I went to the store.
Sorcerer Steve's working on the map review and feedback integration and the forums post.
forums post.
I know. It's like we need to post something to the forums right now.
Yeah. Seems to be a
the
lot of
energy
that
vortex.
going around in this stand-up.
Yeah, the Energy Vortex himself was working on a map review.
Yes.
And
Killing people out here.
a Granus Colossus. And engaging in some PvP on the set. We need to pan around and see.
Look
look
at
that slew of corpses right in front of that lot.
It's all Gix.
It's all Gix. A slew of corpses.
It's all Gix's corpses or it's all Gix's kills? Which is it?
This is corpse.
Gix's corpse. Well, was he emoting right in the middle of the PvP? And hopefully he wasn't groveling and saying, be merciful during the PvP. Or was he?
Praying.
He was praying in the middle of the PvP. The groveling comes later.
Line rope
Okay.
or something.
Yeah. Then let's see. Over in tech, we had Bobby
Little Bobby Thompson.
trying to figure out some door
Ain't that
permission.
little?
Then Wizard Smoke. He is puff passing around the ban updates.
Working
door
on
permissions.
that ban hammer. I ain't
And
heard about
the
that
patch-
ban hammer. Wow.
Not recently. And the patch client localization. Over the Deathbringer one and only was working on some bugs.
Bug.
Tassilo was working on the localization API. Then our over in the useless overhead department, we had Andrea working on some forums and localization.
Yeah, they're putting her to work now.
Yeah. Barrick was working on some seed invest emails. We'll talk more about that later. And store updates and community and announcements. Because we've got an announcement to come out.
Announcement.
Yes. Hutch was working on wall decorations and bugs
Bug.
and Jira management and map review. And he's trying to get all up inside the dragon and play with the textures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's touching the textures gently.
Gotta love those textures.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, chick, wow.
Textures. Yeah. Then after that, the Attenwood was working on sanity testing and trying to provide a little bit of support for the bans
Ban.
and
Ban.
prizes
Ban.
and regression testing. And Lord British, he's been working on some general business.
Trying to become general again, huh?
Yeah, he's trying to become the general business again, not the Lord British. Chaos is working on Release 44 offers and
It's
and payment account support and more it.
more it. Gotta get enough.
Ser-
Can't get enough of that it.
Yeah, Serafina working on regression tests and customer service.
Only like she can deliver. That wonderful customer service.
Yep, and the Dork Star working on the forums questions and weekly update and map review and convention prep, because don't forget, Lord British and Star Long are going to be appearing at San Diego Comic Con for a couple of different panels.
Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's usually got some good information. And Star was on Twitter yesterday, tweeting away. His topic for what was it? South by Southwest got accepted. Talking about crowdfunding and the history of crowdfunding. So his topic got accepted for his presentation at South by Southwest announcement. Aside from the fact there was something good about their Comic-Con placement as well. I don't know what that was, but he did have some commentary on that.
See, I remember I didn't see one from South by Southwest, but there was one where he was also PAX Dev, where he's got to talk about
Star
the evolution of crowdfunding.
Isn't that by the evolution of crowdfunding?
Nope.
Where's that at?
Nope.
My
PAX
bad.
Dev.
PAX Dev.
That's
I'm
the
sorry. PAX
Penny
West.
Arcade Expo.
Okay.
Penny
PAX
Arcade
West.
Expo. PAX Dev.
Well, he's got PAX West tagged here, so I don't know.
All I see is his Facebook, where it's.
Well,
PAX
I'm looking
Dev.
at Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at his Facebook.
Bite me.
I need to bring that up on screen, sis. Oops. Need to kill those conversations. Where he's working on, I talk about the evolution of crowdfunding from crowdsourcing to funding to equity. Got accepted for PAX Dev. Excited. More details to come.
Yeah, see, on
Yep.
Twitter, he's got PAX Original and PAX Official and PAX West. He doesn't even mention PAX Dev, so I don't know.
Hey, I'm surprised he also didn't include PAX South in there as well. I mean, that's the one in San Antonio.
PAX,
it's like,
yeah. But anyway,
yeah.
Moving right along. He's a
moving
happy
right
camper.
along to Friday stand-up corner, which is today's. This is something that just happened this morning. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Wait, don't forget. They also talked about, hey, I did this yesterday. I'm working on this today, so we don't know what the hell they're talking about. So Bob
is supposedly working on this today.
The Junk Ship City water home and gazebo. Now, I want to point this out. Why are they working on city-sized equipment or buildings when you can't get a friggin' city lot unless you're really, really lucky? At the raffle where there's one given away.
Well, you know.
And that's not a water lot either.
There's a lot of call for them, one. There's actually a guy out there who's looking to trade his village-sized nested POT for a tax-free city lot. How about that? Trading a POT for a tax-free
I think the tax-free
city lot.
city lot's actually worth more.
Technically, no. First off, you can't buy... Yeah. And the village size was over $2,000, I think it was. City lot's still less than $1,000.
No. Village size was $1,000.
No. Holdfast was $1,000. Hold on.
So it goes village, then Crossroads Village?
It goes village, hamlet. Oh, it goes
No,
Holdfast, hamlet, something, village. Yeah, Crossroads. It's below Crossroads.
Yeah, and Crossroads was 2,000.
No, Crossroads was 2,200. Take it from somebody who's got one.
Crossroads was 2,000 when they were originally
Yeah, well, I got the original 750 holdfast, and I got a $900 holdfast, but
Yeah. So it's but it a so the silly thing is, I mean, about that trade, you have to remember a tax-free town lot is worth about 1,500. So, I mean, 1,000 to 1,500. So a tax-free city lot should fall in the 2,000 to 2,500 range. Now you see
okay,
where I'm going?
it was 1,800. So when it was originally bought.
Hey, and the guy may have upgraded on the 20% upgrade. I don't know.
Don't know, but he's just looking for a lot.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, take the trade. Take the trade if you want to, and if you want your own town, sweet. Does it have overland access? I can't remember. And why are we talking about this?
A city? I
time-
don't know. Because we like to
Why hasn't-
derail the
why-
train. Because
Why
we can.
why hasn't someone turned around and done that emote, that sound effect?
Because that's not the sound effect.
Oh, you want Moo 3?
Oh,
Or did you want Moo 2? Or normal?
There's the one. There's the one.
Yeah, right, meow. We need to go on.
Right meow. Right meow.
And Bob is also working on the all-important gazebo
Gazebo.
because we need gazebos.
Already got a
Damon working on the
gazebo.
Confluence podium. Because look, I'm talking right now.
We got to shout out
listen
the
to me.
Confluence, I tell you.
Yeah, and we're working on the visual effects for that, and the Bone Steel Crown visual effects,
Mhm.
and the old Dread Scepter.
Did you say bone steel? Bone steel?
Bone
What?
steel.
Bone steel?
Well, Bone Steel because it only takes 260 enemies, the blood of your enemies, in order to make a sword.
Bones.
I like that. Yeah. That's how much iron
Yeah,
you
I-
get
I-
out of human blood. That's how much blood,
I
how much
love-
of the blood from
The
your
blood.
dead enemies you need to make a sword.
Yes, it is, or something close to that. And to make you feel better, I actually have the Bone Steel Crown on me.
Oh, really? Have you finished that?
Yeah, hold on. If I could click on you, I would trade you.
Yeah, you can't do that from sitting position. At least not 90% of the time.
Really?
Gene
You
is
just
bald.
you have to be. Oh, the item Bone Steel Crown cannot be traded. Sorry, you don't get to look at it
Makes you
unless
bold.
you're unless you're looking at mine stream. Then you can see that I've got the Bone Steel Crown. I forgot what the other one is. The Scepter of Dread. I think I also have that. The Scepter of Dread. I also have.
Scepter of Dread.
So maybe someone has done some of those storyline quests. Maybe.
Maybe.
Then after that, let's see. Fletcher, he's working on Norgard Citizens. Kevin, working on the Norgard Guards and the Bone Steel Crown visual effects. The Almighty Gix Vargach, still working on trying to figure out how to make pets sit.
Sit. Ooh, sit.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Reed was working on the new machine setup and clothing decorations. Scotty was updating Etcetera still. Then over in design, Beezus, he's working on the female ales and auditing some offers. Yeah, the Heart of Sorrows, I'm on the last part of the quest. I'm not strong enough to kill them all.
Oh, Katrina
Respawn.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it before, I mean, but it's been a very long time, and that was before persistence. Seawolf, he was working on the Hallowed Plains and the Forms Post and Celestis bugs.
Bug.
Damien, He's got a little quest on the side for you.
Little something on
got
the
a side.
side.
Got a little side quest for you.
I hate when that
Yeah.
happens.
You want that candy? It's in my pocket.
Woohoo.
Other pocket.
Oh
little deeper.
my.
Oh my.
Is there a
Dan the
hole in your
man.
pocket?
Maybe. Working on some liches and loot and switch migration. See, he's trying to migrate the switch. He's decided that, you know what, the light switch, I want the slider one. I want the slider
It's
one.
in the wrong place. It's just not working right.
Need to move it. Sanyo working on Airy and also switch migration and documentation and sieges.
Gotta make sure those sieges are up to date.
Yeah. Lum the Mad working on some dire prophecies.
The mad.
Sorcerer Steve, he's trying to clean up some Airy. Someone left their trash all over the
Somebody
place.
left a mess out there, I tell you. Have you seen
did
any
Led
of the
Zepp go to
pictures of
Airy?
the newly redone Airy?
Nope.
You should go out and take a look.
It's in today's update. I'll let you know that much. But we'll talk about that on Monday.
That's right.
And a forums post. The Energy Vortex was working on the Granus's Colossus. Because it's a Colossus. Granus. And forums post. Over in tech, Bobby. He was doing some door permissions. I think I'm going to let you in this time, lass.
You think?
Maybe.
We need keys
Eric.
so I can make copies.
Oh, wait, don't forget. I need to be able to steal that key and teleport off of it. I miss those days. I really do miss those days because that was by far the most awesome thing about UL. Bobby working on door permissions. Eric working on performance and stealing. Little thievery in bugs.
Bug.
Wizard smoke. Working on the door permissions and localizing the patcher.
Getting close.
The Deathbringer one and only.
Getting
Working
close.
on scraping floors. See, he's trying to tear up all the tiles so that way he could replace them. And so he's got to get on his hands and knees and
Gotta
do a lot of
scrape
work. And
those other
bugs.
things off the floor. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bug. I scrape those bugs off the floor.
Are you sure it's not scraping Gix's skeleton off the floor?
Well, it's from stamping and squashing all those bugs. They get messy all over
Okay.
the place.
Oh.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. And the last group to talk about is the useless overhead group, where Andrea, she was working on the forums post and playtesting. The Dippy Bird was on vacation.
the bird.
Yep. Him and Burning Toad are having a lot of fun.
The burn.
And then Gorn, he was trying out his Red Speedo as he worked on general business and it.
Gotta love it.
Barrick was working on the weekly update and live stream, and Salas.
Salas. Gotta get those salas.
Yeah, the game definitely needs more Salas because sales are not happening. Hutch working on the new machine setup and bugs
Bug.
and dragon materials and asset updates.
Yeah. He said asset.
Yeah, the Attenwood, he was sanity testing and regressing the forms. Lord British.
Trying to get the royal warrant out of the wall.
Yeah, at least I hung the thing back up. Lord British working on the general business and design direction. No, I told you I wanted that going north.
Well, I learned a little interesting tidbit
Hold on.
last night. Is that when you set something as personal, even the devs can't touch it.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, I'm sure there's a way that they can do it.
There is,
There's
but
got to be, yeah. But I mean that requires them to actually enter a few additional commands on their computer.
it requires them to take you over. But anyway,
Sometimes they can always fake you being you.
there's a
I'm
fix
Lazarus.
for
I'm
it.
just going to sit on the lot.
I'm just sitting
Every-
on a lot doing nothing.
Everybody should pull Lazarus and turn around and just sit in one of the chairs.
Wherever you are, y'all just sit down right now.
Sit right down.
I could just imagine people everywhere just sitting right down.
And then you have to stay there for several hours. Just sitting there on the lot. And that's how you take over Lazarus. Then after that, Chaos was working on It, Office Administration, and released 44 offers and Jira updates. Serafina working on customer service and forums, and she was trying to Vogue on the Icon album.
Icon.
Yeah. And finally, the Dork Star working on the weekly update and Comic-Con presentation and live stream and Solace direction.
Salas.
Yeah, and that's what our devs said they're working on today.
Today.
30
How
minutes
about,
before
how
the show.
about that for a fresh update? Something you don't usually
fresh
see
update.
here. Of
You
course,
don't always see that stuff.
Something not usually posted this time on a Friday either. So,
Yeah.
Gotta wonder what they're up to down there. All this stuff is coming out timely, fast,
It's got to be
furious.
the Krispy Kreme.
But
It's
it
got to
gotta
be the
those
Krispy
extra
Kreme donuts and coffee.
infusion of donuts, huh? All right. Well, time's running short. We got a couple things to talk about. At least one other thing. Or do we really want to go there today? I mean, do we need to go there?
You know what? That article is really short, and it's got a lot of non-information and one little tidbit of information.
Okay.
I think I can cover this article in 4 minutes, or you can cover the article in 4 minutes. What do you want to do?
Nah, I'll let you cover the article in 4 minutes or less. Actually,
Okay.
You don't have 4 minutes.
MMO. I've got 4 minutes. Trust me. MMORPG. They had another article
You're
about
gonna do the whole
an interview.
weekend's calendar in less than 5? Is that what you say?
Yes, I can do it. I have done it before, but you're killing. I'm down to 3 minutes now.
I know you don't need that much.
So, yeah, Richard Garrett did another interview with MMORPG and Garnet Fuller on the goals, milestones, and expectation of the game. This was probably at the Rooster Teeth Expo as a quick and dirty interview.
Hype level 7.32.
Yes. Lord British reiterated that they are in the final 20% push until release. He's been saying that. Don't forget that 20% of a 4-year plan is almost the entire year or so of development. So final push isn't going to be 20%. Isn't going to be something that's 2 or 3 months. There's nothing said about actual release dates at this point, but the release 44 should have the fully playable plot lines leading up to the finale. And Richard does believe that the game is 80% complete. Then don't forget, the company is going to be shifting direction into becoming a publisher, and that requires the Seed Invest campaign. And so far, the Seed Invest campaign has raised less than 1/10 what they have hoped to raise. That's really the biggest news. Less than 1/10 of
Now they're
their
looking to
expectation.
raise $2 million, so 1/10, still nothing to sneeze at. But
Oh yeah,
as of my last viewing, they were over that 1/10, but just barely.
yeah. I haven't looked at it because I can't afford to look at it.
But a
And
month
looking
to
at it
go.
will just make me cry.
Yes, a month to go
Yeah.
in the Seed Invest, and if I know this audience, the followers, the supporters, you got to keep an
Yes.
eye on it. Now, of course, my understanding is if they don't reach the goal, you don't pay, and they don't take your money. Is that the way this is working?
I don't think this is a Kickstarter project. I don't know. I have not looked at the actual campaign to actually know that. So you would actually have to go to Seed Invest and
according
look at
to
it.
what I read, is and if I'm wrong, somebody please let me know, and we'll come back and circle around if I'm wrong. But my understanding is if they don't raise or people didn't offer, whatever it was they had to do to get that funding and promise that money, if they don't reach the goal, they don't take the money. Something to that effect.
Okay.
But again, anyway,
I have
moving
no
right
idea.
along.
You would have to go to Seed Invest and you would have to check that out. But other than that, Richard was rehashing the "We create worlds" mantra, and they are developing a world, and they are working on lore, they are working on storyline, they are working on all of that in order to make this a vibrant community. And Richard is excited about launch.
We're all
I guess I
excited
should have been
about
on that
launch.
page. Yeah. And they're staying true to their deadline, and the format's going to remain for episode 2. Yep. So, I'm done. On time.
On time. Well,
Even with your input.
we usually start the calendar 5 minutes earlier on a Friday, so technically you're 5 minutes behind. But anyway,
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you are talking about.
like we actually have a schedule. Yes, believe it or not, there is a semblance of something that goes on back here behind the scenes, folks. What it is,
You're
we
supposed
still
to-
don't know, but we like to call it a
NBN
plan.
app time. NBNN app time. NBNN app. Go for it.
Get the NBNN app. It's free
Yeah, don't forget
on your app store.
on the
Doesn't
on
matter
your
what app
stores.
store.
That's the Google Play Store.
You got an app store?
Yeah,
There's
Apple
an app
iTunes,
for it.
not the BlackBerry Crackberry store.
There ain't a. Is there actually a store for?
Who uses Crackberry?
Is there even a store for that? Really?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't own a Crackberry. Okay, so don't forget.
I thought that
NBNN
was
app,
like so 1980s. Yeah.
Dude, that's the Palm Pilot, man, or all the way through the early 90s.
90s Crackberry, 80s Palm Pilot. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
CRS.
Through the
syndrome.
early 2000s.
I
through
lost
the
a
early
couple of
two-
years back there in the 80s. You know that.
Okay, so don't forget NBNN community calendar is available on nbnninfo.info. Click on the calendar button. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Hey, ladies, look. Shoes. Bras.
Tell me. Now you're trying to make sure that I'm late. Don't forget,
Don't let me stop you. I never do.
Laz has aggregated all the available public calendars that he's aware of. And if you don't see yours and you want it listed, you need to go to email news@nbnn.info and say, hey, add my calendar. And then Laz will promptly ignore it for a few days, and then he'll get right on it. Today at 12, around the clock, two idiots interpret the news on WRFB.
WRFB.
So you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with us.
With us. Laz and Jack.
Yep. At 7
Jazz
p.m.,
and
you
Mike.
need to join K's and Phoenix Fire for the Phoenix Republic PvE nights. And if he's not available, you can always talk to Malhari for more information. And while you're doing that, you need to tune in your Ether amplifiers to WRFB
WRFB.
for Arius's GMC Top 20 Countdown.
Now on Fridays.
Now on Fridays. And while you're doing that, you might as well go to, Vengeance Madness in a non-PvP town. I don't know how they're going to do it.
But Brood can't do it.
Yep, and so someone needs to take the 70s at 7 off the calendar. At 10 p.m., DJ Fox, Jackdaw Fox Laden on Avatar's Radio is going to be doing Chaotic Casualties. And the final event of Friday night is going to be WRFB's.
WRFB.
The Waxy Cylinder Room, which takes us to Saturday. We're at 1 a.m. you need to tune in for the House of Omen by
House
DJ Omen on WRFB.
Omen. On WRFB.
Yes, and don't forget that that's going to be some dark and twisted industrial and hardstyle music. Don't forget the trap.
Trap.
At 7 a.m., you need to wake up
Wake up.
New Britannia
New
with
Britannia.
Wolftom and Celine between 7 and 9 a.m. on WRFB.
WRFB.
At 10 a.m. is the PAX Layer General Meeting. If you're interested in about anything related to PAX Layer and what they're doing, go join that meeting. The Church of the Dark Star is on hold at 6 p.m. on WRFB.
WRFB.
Is the Swap Shop with Zeke the Freak Cooper.
Also on hold since Zeke's been in surgery. He's been laid up as well.
7 p.m. You need to go to Ordinus Mortis and go find Violations Town Lot for orders auction. And if you'd rather go out hunting with the EVL Guild, you can join Denied on the overworld map outside of Sultan or the EVL Monster Mash Dungeon Crawl.
They did the Monster Mash.
Yeah. Yep. At 8 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Asclepius and Lord Baldruth are doing their Echoes from the Cavern, where they read out the weekly update. They don't do as much interpretation as we do. At 8:30 is the PAX Layer General Meeting.
Isn't that a podcast?
Yeah, 10 a.m. Yes, it is. Which is also on SoundCloud. But SoundCloud's going out of business, so I wonder what they're going to do. At the Noma Promo Asia Edition, in the Novian, working in the Novian market down Promo Alley. And don't forget, that's going to be every few hours. So it takes us to Sunday.
Every 3 hours.
See, I saw you reach out for the enter button.
Sunday.
At the Fairport Coliseum.
Starting bright and early, 1 a.m., the Noma Promo Asia Edition also going in the Novian Alley. While you're doing that, you need to tune in to the House of Omen on WRFB.
WRFB.
At 6 a.m., Noma Promo European Edition between 6 and 9, followed by DJ Striker Sparhawk on Avatar's Radio doing Lost in the Spaces.
Lost in the Spaces.
Then after that, we have at 12 o'clock the Noma Promo America's Edition between 12 and 3. Mm-hmm. Don't forget, you need to visit the Novian Market.
Every 3 hours they do that, folks.
Right around... Well, it's 3 hours long.
3 hours per time zone is what they're doing.
Yeah, 3 hours and lots of times. Then 12:30, you need to join Bone Bloodgood in the New Britannian Market. Go to the museum and
down the
talk
street
about astronomy.
The Market.
Yep.
Go to the museum. Really nice museum out there in the New Britannia Market.
At 2 o'clock, the Bear Tavern pub crawl is going to be happening. Go join the Bear.
The Bear.
The Bear at Baron's Reach. And don't forget, all great adventures start in a pub somewhere. So go hang out with them.
Bacon.
Final event of the weekend is going to be
bacon?
Sizzling with
Bacon.
Lady Addie.
Bacon.
Yeah, on Avatar's Radio.
Bacon.
And that's our community calendar for this weekend, July 14th through the 16th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
And I finished that in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Nobody's keeping track. Yeah.
Nobody's keeping track.
That's what
was that 8 minutes or less?
Yeah, I was gonna say nobody's keeping track. Only got another 7 minutes, not even.
Well, we need to talk about tickets to some event that's happening at some point in time in the near future.
Tickets.
And those tickets go off sale.
You mean the ones that you didn't mention on the calendar there? Those tickets?
Yeah, because it's on there every single day.
Well, there's a
And
reason why
this
it's on
gives
there
you
every
the
single
time.
day. Is we're supposed to talk about it every single day. That's why we put it on the calendar every single day. But anyway,
Are, who's supposed to be talking about that? That marketing person?
yeah, well, yeah, marketing, NBNN. Yeah. Last I looked, you were the other half of NBNN, so
Oh,
that includes you. But yes,
okay. So
SodaCon,
don't forget that
SodaCon,
you need to go
SodaCon.
get your SodaCon Austin tickets at sodaconaustin.org. Don't forget, tickets are going to no longer be available in a month.
Less than a month. Tickets go off sale August 10th. So if
And
you
don't
want your
forget,
tickets, get your tickets now to get into
Jack
SodaCon
is so
Austin.
poor, he
And-
can't afford to pay attention.
And
So if you'd like to buy him a
I'm gonna
ticket,
give
that would
you
be
all
greatly
a little
appreciated.
sneak peek of a little something that everybody's gonna get for attending. But
Woohoo.
that's all you're gonna see on that one.
Yeah, not even a close-up view.
Specially
just the
made
disc.
sneak peek. Well, here I give you a little sneak peek of something else that you're just gonna get that.
Something else that you can't see.
Couple
all
little
good, it's all
items
good.
we got planned for you guys. So yes, SodaCon Austin 2017 coming up in Austin. You can go to sodaconaustin.org, get your tickets, and of course, don't forget the quicker you book, the cheaper they are. Now I got to
Yep.
figure out where I've had that so I can turn that off and get back to my other page.
Oh, you mean the sponsors?
The sponsors page, that's right. Novia Lottery, the Britannia Mining Company, Sodamap.com, WRFB Radio Free Britannia, Coilmore Wands, RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. Save 10%. Use the promo code, you know it, NBNN. When you check out, you'll save some money. RelicsByRill.com. Coilmore Wands. Of course, putting the magic in your hands. And then I just had to get this out. These arrived today. Of course,
Your Airy Fun
the
shirts.
beautiful Airy Fun collectible
It's
from the Just One Life campaign. So for those of you guys who did support and buy, you should be getting these any day, if not in your mail today. Of course, the poster is there, but it's all wrapped up. T-shirt was easier to show you. But the poster looks like that. But again, thank you for your support. The Airy Fund thanks you. All the members of the board thank you. And, of course, Thex posted some great information out there. The good folks over the Trevor Fund told us that our donation is going to help hundreds of LGBT
couple
hundred,
youths.
yes,
Yes.
in need. So thank you all. Not just one life touched, but literally hundreds, as per the folks at the Trevor Project. And again, we thank you sincerely for all your support there. And of course, last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. And you got about a minute and a half.
Hey, Shroud
Nobody's
Marketplace, place to
keeping
go
time.
buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Nobody's keeping track at the time because no one ever does around here. That's why we're always starting late, ending early, starting
Never
early,
know.
ending late. It's all random. Don't forget, every single
I
vendor
love
on Shroud
this shit.
Marketplace is a player of the game. There's over 55 vendors. You know what? And each one is responsible for maintaining their own inventory. Otherwise, you know what? They also get to list their own items for sale. And that includes anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related.
Anything
From
you
accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, all the way to artifacts or services. If you have an in-game service that you want to offer up, and you can always list it on Shroud Marketplace, just like Scrota's music service thing, where $5 gets you.
I already did it.
I know, but do it again.
Anything you want.
You see, you need to say that on command. Hey, what do I get for $5?
Anything you want.
Oh, or if you're looking for some cheese sign writing, you can always contact Wolfdom's shop, and they'll do a cheese sign writing or something written in cheese blocks just for you. Or, you know what, that all important, if you're looking for an in-game wedding or event, you need to contact that guy.
This guy. Weddings and more by Laz. You're looking to get hitched, you're looking to have a great big party, and you run out of room. Come see me, because I get you all hooked up. We got different sites, different venues, different layouts, just for you. Custom made wedding of your choice. Come see me at Weddings and More by Laz. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. Rentals,
A lot more.
stuff.
Town lot. If you're looking for a POT town lot or
Town
Lord
lot.
British's Silver Serpent necklace, you need to go visit Laz's store. And that means, don't forget,
Rentals,
anything and
rentals,
everything Shroud
rentals.
of the Avatar related is available on Shroud Marketplace. If you're interested in registering for an account, you can always register for a vendor. After registering, click on that vendor registration button, make sure that your PayPal address is right, and then start listing your items. And that means it's time for us to talk about the most important people around here, and that's you.
You guys.
Thank you for
Love
watching
you
out on
guys.
Twitch, YouTube, and or listening on WRFB. We couldn't do the show without you guys, and we do it for you guys. Otherwise, we'd be just two guys sitting on a lot doing a whole lot of nothing.
Nothing, baby. Nothing. But that's right.
Nothing.
We got to get out of here, as we'll be back with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here on the lot inside Shrine of the Avatar. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.
Eagle, thanks for watching. Sean.